It all started with a Diet Coke. I recently picked up the book Girl, Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis to give away for this very contest. I hadn't read it yet, but I saw it everywhere and heard how great it was and thought it would be a good prize to give away. But in full honesty, I thought I'd be able to take the cover off, read it without anyone knowing, and then stick that cover back on and give it away. But I didn't even make it past the introduction and I spilled something on it. So back to the bookstore for another copy to give away. But I was really very pleasantly surprised at how open, how honest, and how incredibly relatable this book is. I'm still only on chapter 6, but wow, this book speaks to me personally. A few paragraphs, though, in particular, really made me sit up and listen. And they were all about motivation, sticking to something we want, and making promises to ourselves that we actually keep. Now, I'm going to read those paragraphs to you direct from the book, but really, I could have written these words. Well, if I could write as well as she does, because I'm right in the middle of kicking my Diet Coke habit. It's been 2 weeks and 2 days since I've had a Diet Coke. So here we go, direct from the book, Girl, Wash Your Face. I established the rule in my life that I would no longer break a promise to myself, no matter how small it was. It all began with Diet Coke. I used to love, like obsessively love, Diet Coke. For the longest time, I had several Diet Cokes a day. Then I realized how terrible they were for me. I cut my consumption down to 1 can a day, and I looked forward to that soda like an addict waiting for a high. Do I want it at lunchtime to give the afternoon a little pep? Or should I wait until dinner? We're eating Mexican food tonight, and Diet Coke is so good with chips and salsa. So maybe holding out is the right choice. I spent way too much time looking forward to the beverage. Then one summer I found myself with terrible vertigo and I tried cutting anything out of my diet that might be harmful. Even my daily Diet Coke came into question. Honestly, I thought to myself, what kind of a sicko gives up Diet Coke? Are we supposed to just give up joy and goodness in our lives? Why don't I just give up electricity and live like the Amish? My inner monologues are incredibly dramatic. I decided, though, to give it up for a month. I figured 1 month wasn't a long time. I could hold out for 30 days on anything. The problem was I'd never in my life successfully stuck to any kind of diet, exercise, writing, you name it, without quitting or cheating at least a few times. What if just this once, though, I really saw it through? And so I did. For 30 days, I didn't have any soda of any kind, which seems like no big deal when you're healthy and happy and not addicted. For me, that first week was a special kind of hell. But what if, I kept asking myself, what if I just don't break this promise? One day passed, and then another, and by week 3, it wasn't bad at all. At the end of the month, I hadn't broken my word, and by then, I didn't even crave Diet Coke anymore. It's been 4 years now, and it doesn't even occur to me to drink Diet Coke like I used to. When faced with it as an option, my instinct is to reach for my training, which tells me I don't drink that stuff anymore. Establishing success in the one small area made me realize that the only thing standing between me and achieving my goals is the ability to build on past success. Now, that was from the book Girl, Wash Your Face. And wow, that really made me realize many things about me personally, but more importantly, it made me realize many things about my business. How many times have we said to ourselves about our business, I really want to achieve something? And then a challenge comes up. It gets difficult. It's harder than you thought it would be. People are telling you that you're crazy. Just go get a job. You don't seem to find the time. You don't have the energy. It's just easier to go back to what you know. And so you give up. But listen closely. It's your dream. It's your life. You can achieve it. So just like the Diet Coke, I urge you to stick with this contest in this group for 30 days. Drop by this group each and every day beginning October 1st because not only will you get a ton of content the opportunity to win some pretty cool prizes, but you'll get even more motivation to achieve your dreams and live your best life. See you October 1st.